Alrighty, we've been live for 10 seconds and haven't dropped a million frames, so I think it's safe for us to proceed. Welcome everybody to the first stream we've done in a while, I think, since last week.
First stream of the year.
Yep, first stream of the new year, 2022. I'm, as always, your host, the Krampus.
I'm Shu.
And I'm Hunter Green.
Alright, and we're continuing our tour of one-off games that I want to show off because I think they're interesting. And this week, we are playing the Riftbreaker. So the Riftbreaker is a RTS tower defense action RPG hybrid that I've been following for a long time and just came out in, October. I played the trailer, or the playable demo for it, fell in love with the game, and from there, picked this up, and it lived up to my expectations. We are going to get right into things here. Now we're going to be playing on normal difficulty. Sound Goblin campaign. We are not playing on hardcore mode, we're not playing on custom difficulty, we are not enabling streaming mode, because A, we don't really have an audience, and B, I'm not really keen on doing a lot of extra invasion stuff for a tutorial of the game. So, we're gonna get started here. I will let the opening cutscene speak for itself.
Riftbreaker Ashley reporting successful jump procedure.
Roger that. Begin field-based setup.
Houston, I've spotted something near the LZ. It's closing in.
Rift jump successful. All systems check. Gravitational strength 1.05 G. Atmospheric pressure within safe levels. Magnetic field check. Error. Repeat magnetic field check with stationary equipment. Star system positioning check. Milky Way galaxy. Sycorax belt. Planet Galatea 37. Ashley.
At war on
We have arrived.
We are
Welcome
fighting
to
war on
Galatea
trees.
37, Mr. Riggs. It's so beautiful here. Virtual simulations on Earth were good, but this is amazing. An alien tropical paradise, and we're the first humans to experience it.
I'm not exactly human. You have a few parts missing as well. And the paradise part is also left to be determined. Remember your training, Ashley. We should set up a base as soon as possible.
You could at least pretend to be human. Just a bit. But you're right. There's no going home until we can construct a functioning rift station. Let's start with the basics.
Ashley, construct a headquarters building to secure our presence here. It will allow me to reconstruct if my armor is destroyed.
It's an
We don't
isometric
have
survival
enough
game.
carbonium to build an HQ. Let's scout.
That's not
the
really a
and set
survival
up our
game
base
at all.
close to it. We need to move quick. It's probably
It's much
a
closer
matter
to
of
an
time before the
RTS.
natives spot us.
Okay, I just noticed grabbing all the like that.
Yeah. Sorry, I was killing time until they were done talking, and now I can go in and change some volume stuff. We're gonna drop that another one. That's good. There we go. It was still a little loud. I wasn't able to hear you guys over the music. Okay, so, just summarize the plot of this game. We play as Ashley, who is a rig pilot slash xenobiologist, who has been signed up for generic corporation work. And by generic corporation work, I mean they put her into this AI-powered exosuit, Mr. Riggs, and force-jumped her to a planet far away in the Milky Way galaxy. Our job is to build a base here, and build infrastructure that will allow us to create a super portal back to Earth so they can send, mining equipment to and from it and, strip mine this planet for all it's worth.
It is the human way.
It is the human way. So... Let's see. Bottom corner over here. So... There we go. So hitting the R button brings up this menu here, where we have a variety of different options. And the first thing we need to do is we need to get enough carbonium to build a headquarters building. Now, whenever you're standing on something you can mine, you just hold the space bar, and you use the little mining drill on the robot to mine up resources.
We've gathered enough resources to construct a headquarters building.
Finally. Let's place it close to a carbonium deposit. This will help us speed up resource production. Headquarters construction is in progress. This is going to be our main base of operations on Galatea 37, our new home.
We have to protect this building at all costs. You will be teleported here whenever I am critically damaged. There is no other backup if this building is destroyed.
That's basic training, Mr. Riggs. Let's focus on the less obvious things.
I am required to remind you of basic protocol, even if we've done this before. We need to expand the base. Let's build a carbonium factory to do the digging for us.
Yes, we've got much more interesting things to do. Let's automate this.
All right.
Don't tell me what to do, game.
So these buildings will mine all the carbonium that are directly underneath them. You take up a 3x3 footprint, so you can mine up to 9 individual squares of carbonium.
Our base will require huge amounts of power to operate. Right now, we can only construct some basic power plants, wind turbines, and carbonium power plants.
Wind turbines are less effective, but they work around the clock. Carbonium power plants are very effective, but they use up the deposits that they are placed on.
In the beginning, it's best to use a combination of these power sources. We can balance energy peaks and shortages by storing excess energy in energy storages. Also, remember to connect all buildings to the power grid using energy connectors. They connect all buildings within their area of operation, even if power lines are not visible. Ashley, I'm sure that our presence will not go unnoticed. We should build up our base as quickly as possible.
Standard
Hey,
protocol
we're going to get
advises
attacked.
to set up walls and sentinel towers around the base. However, I don't expect as much aggression from the native fauna as in the simulations.
So far, it looks
You are
like
wrong.
the long-range quantum scans were very accurate. The local fauna and flora appear almost exactly like during training. Follow the protocol, Ashley.
The environment in the simulation was very accurate, that's true. But the scenario was crafted by Riftbreaker Command. They usually focus on the brute force aspect of these missions.
Do you want to run a brute force check if this is a simulation?
You never give up, do you?
Do you?
Okay, Mr. Stubborn.
often.
I guess it won't hurt to set up
All the
some
time.
solid defenses, just in case.
I'm already giving up. Let's
Thank
go
you,
home.
Captain Novak.
You're welcome, Mr. Riggs.
Okay. So you can see up in the upper corner that it does give you indications of when the attack is going to come. Generally speaking, that's the case for most invasions in the game. They will give you, like, oh, time until attack, X number of minutes. Now, when you start a campaign, it starts you in a random part of the map, but as far as I am aware, the map is actually fixed. So I do have some idea of where everything is in the actual map rotation. That being said, usually it starts us in the top area, so being started in the bottom is a little bit different. We don't have so much space for growth. These are your bread and butter walls. Walls can be built to keep people out. Monsters will just tunnel through walls. They're kind of simple-minded that way. They'll just make a beeline in a certain path, and anything that's in that path, they will eat and destroy.
It's like a kid.
Power. Said. Okay. So we're going to take a small break here to look at our armaments. We only start with the sword, the small machine gun, and the blaster. There's a meteor that went by. By pressing E, we switch what's in our right hand. By pressing Q, we switch what's in our left hand. Each hand can have 3 different items equipped into it. We do also have a number of usable items that will appear,
Ashley,
and more that we'll get through the game.
I advise you to construct an armory. It will allow us to craft new weapons and upgrades, and also manufacture field repair kits, as well as other usable items.
And it will produce more ammunition for your
Iron
guns.
ore.
Yes,
Yes,
that is an important
Ironium
building.
ore. This game is not that creative. There's Ironium ore, there's Carbonium. I believe the next, like, much later when we get into additional ores, the next one that we get is Cobalt.
Okay, you can just say iron.
This isn't iron. It's ironium. It's similar to iron. We used it for all the things that we would use iron for, but it itself is not iron.
Ironium is an iron alloy, alloyed with iron.
I was gonna say, you don't get alloys out in, like, the wild, like...
That's why this planet's so special. Stop asking
Fair
science
enough.
questions.
You know what? No, that makes sense. If this planet naturally creates alloys, that would make it a very valuable planet altogether.
So, apart from clearing out and giving us firing lines, the random destruction here is also giving us organic matter that we pick up. That's what those little green flashes are that you see. One of the things that we can actually build is a plant biomass power plant that uses that organic material. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this this base that we're building is gonna look incredibly scuffed, because I don't have a lot of natural, like, rocks and stuff to build off of, except for down here.
Sounds like good walls.
build.
monsters. Also, you did not build the 600.
I did not build
I'm
the 6
detecting a large
towers.
group of creatures heading towards our position. It looks like our presence is being noticed. Ashley, we don't have a lot of defensive structures. Prepare to fight.
I guess you were right about setting up more defenses. We'll have to handle this ourselves. Remember to use repair kits if necessary.
Alright, we even get a little indicator up here indicating where the enemy is coming from.
Waiting for the enemy to be like a squirrel or something.
Alright, so our machine
Carbonium
gun
storage is full.
has
we should construct
ammo.
more storage buildings.
We carry 320
We can now use
rounds
it to craft new items.
maximum.
It will also automatically manufacture ammunition for my weapons.
And we got the blaster, which is a charge weapon. Yes. The blaster and the laser both have infinite, and the solar both are infinite. Those are your
I'm
fallback
skeptical
weapons.
about the procedures for
Wild
prepping this
squirrels.
planet for colonization. Humanity
We're like
lets us
dogs.
less in
God,
nature
there's
after
so
the
much
Yellowstone
blood.
eruption.
There
But
is
that
so much
doesn't mean
blood.
we shouldn't try to preserve this ecosystem.
Earth is barely habitable at this point. We have to secure Galatea 37 for colonization and resource extraction as soon as possible. Excessive care about the local
Good to see
environment
nothing changes.
is unnecessary.
That's not entirely true. Other rift-breaking missions have already secured a number of resource-rich planets for humanity.
Yeah,
We're
another
not on the
meteorite.
brink of extinction.
Another meteorite.
Our goals on this mission are clear, and our survival and security is the top priority. Damage
I'd like to
the
comment that you've had
ecosystem is
two
inevitable.
meteorites
You
show
wanted
up
to
in
come here yourself, and you knew
this
what
area
has
coming
to
through.
be
They were
done.
big enough to
Are
leave
you
fire
doubting
trails.
the mission?
Probably not the
I
best
know
place
what
to
has
have
to
a
be
colony.
done. That's not the point. Galatea has to be prepared for colonization. I don't doubt that. If I didn't come here myself, then someone else would have. I believe that we can do this in a better way. We have to defend ourselves and secure the necessary resources to set up the Rift Station. But we don't have to destroy all the wildlife we encounter. Humanity doesn't need another stripped-down factory world. If we want to progress as a species, then we should study this planet and learn how to blend with the environment and prepare a safe home for humanity.
Nah, strip mine.
Not that. Flash and burn.
I was gonna say, this planet's being regularly hit by meteors. You should probably strip mine this planet. This is not a place you want habitation.
It looks
Yeah,
like
see, those
we have
meteors
the
clearly
base up
didn't
and
hit.
running.
They just
If
floated
you'd
or
like to
flew over
construct
us.
more advanced buildings,
They're in a
you'll have to
geosynchronous
upgrade the
orbit.
headquarters building. Unfortunately, this process also emits a lot of high-frequency energy waves.
These creatures are clearly drawn to our energy emissions, so it will be like an alarm bell for them. We should strengthen our defenses before upgrading the HQ.
Okay. So, our core gameplay loop is thus established. In order to do most anything, we need to keep upgrading buildings, which will in turn give us access to more facilities and stuff. The facilities will give us more weapons and more buildings that we can build and more upgrades that we can do. And all the while, we have to keep fighting off invasions from the monsters.
So it's an isometric survival tower defense.
Survival indicates you have to take care of things like food and water to me. So at least for me, I don't calculate it as a survival game. Also, hello, Vince.
Hey. Yeah, it doesn't really have the typical survival.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking of stuff like the games where you have to basically go through, collect a material which will basically grant you access to the current tech tree stuff, which will then grant you access to the ability to go get another material, etc.,
etc.,
on and on.
Do that. AI hubs consume a lot of energy.
You know, the Minecraft, the forest, stuff like that. That type of cycle.
It's roughly similar.
Like usually RTSs are. Here is one type of resource. Here is another type of resource. These do not have various levels.
Okay. So as they... go ahead.
The joys of wiring.
Yep.
Yep.
So, as they were saying there, we can only have so many defensive structures up at a time. Each defensive structure we have up uses one AI core. The headquarters supplies AI cores natively, and past those native ones, we have to build additional AI cores. AI cores take up a not insignificant amount of power. So you do this very careful balancing act between generating power, using that power to harvest resources, using that power to power your important science buildings, and using that power to defend your buildings from being destroyed by horrible wildlife creatures. Speaking of power, we're going to build some more power, and we're actually going to just build that second carbon plant.
That actually brings up a question regarding the carbonium plant. So, do those just generate power while draining that, or do they also supply the material itself?
Those just generate power, so you have to decide whether you're going to dedicate a carbonium deposit to giving you carbonium or giving you power. Alright. So, the next thing on our list is we're going to build a couple more storage things. And this is your swag statue. Swag statue does literally nothing except be swag.
So that's the next one we need to build. Very important that we show up our these native coral things by building golden statues to our waist.
Yep. I mean, if we don't, who will?
Isn't that the primary meaning of space exploration?
It is in this game, at least. Okay. So, I'm noticing a distinct lack of fancy toys. So once we get to 500 of each resource, we're going to do the next headquarters upgrade. I forget, do I have any fancy toys for reordering? The answer is no. However, we can also craft weapons. Once you unlock a blueprint for crafting, you have to then build it, and it shows you the crafting cost of it here in the menu. We have the plans for the shotgun, we just haven't actually built one yet. I'm going to save up our iron, though, for the headquarters upgrade. We also have the option of building armor plating, which increases our health points, our resistance, and our resistance in general, and then our physical resistance on top of that. the meantime, let's go exploring. Breaking the environment.
Kid knows what he did.
Fighting Captain Planet.
Screw you, Captain Planet. Nature is a horrible, vile thing, and it is out to kill you.
Pretty much.
I mean, you're not wrong, but think about saying that just sounds like dangerous.
Is nature a horrible, vile thing out to kill you? I mean, we are technically invading these things' planets.
On
turn it into like a factory world colony.
Oh, you mean on this planet, not ours?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, ours,
yeah.
sure, whatever. Like, this planet was just chilling until we got sent here via a warp gate.
Yeah, this,
Oh, I can doubt that, considering how openly hostile these creatures are. I don't think they live peaceful lives in the first place.
I mean, they are just standing around in herds until we explicitly come into their territory.
Yeah, sure. A herd of raptors doesn't exactly attack each other.
They're
but,
not raptors, they're
let's
more
try
like weird scaly dogs.
Also, to be fair, just because they're predators does not mean that they're evil. It just means that they have to kill to eat. I mean, hell, they don't even have to kill to eat.
Storage is full. Build
They could
more
be scavengers
storage
for all we know.
facilities.
Okay.
Which means something still kills to eat, because
If they don't kill the eat.
Oh, we should probably seal this off. That's important. Okay, so we have enough resources now.
that'll be safe until they
It looks
learn
like
how to
the
use
weather's calming
doors.
down. Wind is getting slower.
Ah, so that what just happened there was a weather update. We have two different types of power. We have turbines and we have solar power.
The wind is very
And
slow
biomass
today.
generators.
Wind
And
turbine
biomass
efficiency
generators,
is
yes.
not going to be that great.
Uh,
And
Biome-
whatever the hell those are.
These are carbonium plants. But the two that you'll most rely on are wind turbines and solar power.
You know, something that would actually amuse me in one of these games is if initially you couldn't actually use wind power because the planet doesn't actually have a moon, but later on there's an upgrade where you actually literally build a moon for the planet just so you can use solar power.
That seems very excessive. I'm pretty sure at the point in which you are capable of building celestial bodies, worrying about wind-based power is no longer a concern.
Headquarters upgrade in progress. This will attract a lot of attention.
We should reinforce our defenses.
Sometimes
as much as
upgrades
we
happen
can.
at nonsensical
Things are going to get very
times.
hot very soon.
Like steam power and satisfactory, which last time I checked happens well after you've solved pretty much all power issues with, or generally in the game.
Well, you know.
Well, as you do.
I am glad we are back on the same page about properly securing our base.
We can't save this world if we let it kill us. Hey, Mr. Grumpy?
Why do you insist on calling me names?
I hope you're not offended. Are you?
No, that would be inefficient.
I am not programmed to be
Come
offended.
on, Ray.
And yet I still am.
Let's not be so serious. I had to give you a better name than what they called you.
Rift Jump and Exploration Megasuit Mark IV, Griffin variant. What is wrong with that name?
It's
How long that took to say?
inefficient.
Alright. Oh. Bless. Those explode.
Of course they glow. Of course they explode.
Just save those for when the event shows up.
Yep.
See, those things were just chilling there, and then you shot them.
But they dropped carbonium.
You have carbonium at home.
This
I
carbonium's
can sense
here.
the ground shaking. I estimate a few thousand creatures running at our base. They are very close.
You did not say 100. You said 1,000.
Yeah.
X
Yeah,
is a lie.
there is a slight amount of discrepancy between the subtitles and the.
Prepare yourself, Ashley.
Actual numbers that you'll see on
We've
screen,
made all
because
the preparations that we could.
Yep.
Let's
again,
go out
the
and
scale
meet them.
trying to put a few thousand bombs on the
Few
board
thousand
would.
on screen.
I was gonna say we're gonna get a
Oh.
1,000 different things.
Oh
and,
no! Oh no!
The attack has started. Dunk.
Do not
Counter there.
do not doubt when they say 1,000. We have not seen the limits of what this game is willing to throw at us.
Why is it appear your shotgun unless the fact is just using a machine gun?
This will buy us some time until the next.
The
attack.
shotgun is good for
Let's check the
lots
time
of little
after
creatures
the
that die to one hit, like the small scaly dogs. Against these things, you have to almost literally just push the muzzle into their mouth.
I mean, the machine gun is also good at killing small scaly things that die in one hit.
The other thing is that I wasn't charging the shotgun. The shotgun has a charge.
We should start downloading new blueprints so we can
Right.
construct more advanced buildings and items. Build a communications hub as soon as possible.
Okay, let's remember to build some additional power plants for it. It consumes a lot of energy.
It does consume a lot of energy.
Seems like everything we build consumes a lot of energy.
Yeah. So, in this case, each communication hub takes up 50 energy per second to start with. As we upgrade the buildings, they will take up even more energy. That being said... Some deforestation here. I want a mod that just replaces Ashley's picture with loot and plunder. Captain Planet.
Another meteor.
Meteor.
Yeah. The meteors are the game's way of reseeding the map. Technically speaking, there's a
Right.
set number of places where iron and stuff exist on the map, but every time a meteor lands, it reseeds some kind of resource.
I kind of figured that's what
And
it
the
was.
meteor lands in our base to destroy things.
Yes.
Are they only happy meteors?
No, there's regular meteor, and then there's angry meteor mode, where a bunch of meteors just drop in succession.
So what I'm hearing is this is a terrible planet to try to establish for a colony.
If you're trying to get resources from meteors, great.
No, like it's perfect for strip mining, but not for trying to establish a colony for the people of your planet, which is apparently gone so polluted that it can't sustain humanity for much longer.
Do you think it's polluted because they are doing the same thing as doing this planet and annihilating all organic stuff that comes their way?
Nah.
No, it's because everyone actually has access to this technology, so everyone is doing a bunch of base building all over the entire planet. Thus, there is actually no nature left.
So these things that we're laying down are batteries. They're just ways to store excess power. We will learn to make better batteries. We will learn to make better power plants.
You will learn.
I assume resources are stored in phantom space.
Yes, resources are stored globally. Whenever any ironium picker or cobaltium or carbonium picker refines a resource, it just appears in the global inventory.
Just like real life.
Ironium storage is full. Build more storage facilities.
Yeah, our Ironium storage is gonna be full. I just built 4 extra resource silos.
Ironium. Like iron, but more ironic.
Those, and we just have to wait to get enough carbonium. Well, wait, I mean, run down and see if we can do the same thing we just did to a carbonium deposit. How much carbonium do we have here?
Some.
46,000. That is another big node of carbonium.
I'm just strip mine it.
Yep.
Absolutely. Now you're thinking like a Riftbreaker, Planet Breaker. I don't know what the official job title is, but I am assuming it's just we break planets. I'm surprised. A mud pit with no mudmen. The mud of this planet is terrifying and wants to kill us. This is fact. Oh look, peaceful dinosaurs.
Kill 'em.
Oversize some more turrets. Go back and build some more AI cores. And the other thing we're going to do is we're going to leave a rift portal down here. So this game has fast travel. Our base has a rift portal pre-built inside of it, but we can warp to any place that has one of these icons. And we can build those icons damn near anywhere we want. They do not take up power. They do not take up anything apart from like a token amount of resources to build. Yeah, it takes 25 carbonium to build one of those rift portals.
So we've mastered. What?
They got here to begin with. They just launched it out through a random rift.
Yeah. The problem is they haven't mastered the ability to transport large things without a large portal to establish, specific jump points to.
Makes sense.
The biggest thing that they can send is a thing of Mr. Riggs' size. Alright. After enough waiting, we finally have our communications hub.
Communications hub
It's an
construction
energy
in progress. We can
efficient
download all the technology blueprints that
transportation
we need.
method
Oh.
to anywhere in the
Quantum
galaxy.
entanglement template matrix.
It's a pity that we can't upload
No.
anything back to
Well,
Earth.
okay, yes,
There's
technically.
so
It's a
much
one-way
data to
trip.
be gathered here. I can't wait to start collecting.
We have no
research
way
specimens.
back except completing the
We
Rift
will be able
mission.
to share all of our research data as soon as the Rift Station is operational and the rift back to Earth has been opened.
Okay,
Let's focus on
so
that
that's one
first.
clause. I'm just trying to think the implications of like energy efficient portal to anywhere is like the amount of energy that would actually cut down is like immense. because like the entire transportation industry is basically cut into non-existence.
Don't think too hard.
Yeah.
This is the same writing team that just named things Ironium and Cobaltium and Carbonium.
They do understand that iron, cobalt, and carbon are not copyrighted, right?
Like, iron exists, we can just use iron, but whatever.
My guess is they're going for the, like I said, the concept of it's not actually iron, but it's something it's something close enough for us to use it for iron thing.
It's plasteel.
Yes, plastic. Also, there's also a chance that the Rift might be efficient for significantly long distance travel, but not for more local travel.
We specifically have them for more local travel.
Yes, but that's
That's
because we don't have a system in place for like actual transportation otherwise. We don't have the people here or AI to man transportation vehicles, nor the need. Whereas the Rifts are more efficient for us with what we're doing.
No, I mean we literally have them. That's the thing that lets us teleport between bases.
That's the Rift Port.
No, I'm aware of that. I'm saying like more in just general, like the setting. It may be like on Earth, normal transport's still a thing.
There's a lot of blanks there, so I'm not really trying to figure it out too much setting wise. I was just mentally going through the implications of like ridiculous energy efficient portal technology like the ones that lets us transport between these bases.
Like, you have to figure that if you had this sort of technology, standard transportation wouldn't really exist that much. Because there would be a good reason not to just replace your
The
infrastructure
wind
and
is
use this
very
instead.
slow today.
Yeah.
The technology.
The communications hub is operational. We can use it to
I
download
mean,
new
do we know if they have
We should start downloading new technologies
convenient
as soon as
carbonium
possible.
or
Our loadout for the
ironium
Rift
nodes
jump
to
included
generate
only
power
some
from?
basic blueprints.
Considering it's implied that they've turned entire planets into factories, yes.
Okay, so now that we've gotten the command or the communications hub built, so this communications hub allows us to download plans from Riftbreaker command back on Earth. So we have three different classes, or three different giant tech trees that we can build in. Technically speaking, we are limited to 2 for the moment because we can't build an alien research facility. But we can build buildings, and we can build...
And why would we want to? The only good alien is a dead alien.
Because we learn how to more... We literally learn how to better exploit the planet. I wish I was joking.
Last time I checked, there's no water on Earth for aliens.
No, Shiv, you have this completely wrong. You see, aliens are actually indeed a hoax, so we're actually just researching all the technology that was invented for that hoax, which is unusually advanced for no reason.
All out.
Honestly, makes perfect sense to me.
So I am just going to add a laundry list of weapons to our research thing. Research is strictly time-based. There is no resource that goes into time, or that goes into researching things, as long as you have power.
I was going to say, it lists a cost right there of 100.
Okay, when it's talking about the cost, it's saying this is how much research we download. We download 1 research point a second. This costs 200. It takes 3 minutes and 20 seconds for us to research something that has cost 200.
Okay, so it's our bandwidth. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's our bandwidth. If we build more communications hubs...
It literally takes 200 seconds currently to do that research.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The more communications hubs we build, the faster research will go. But they cost 50 energy apiece, so you have to balance that out.
I mean, you download a car.
I was wrong. It's just cobalt. It's not cobaltium. It's
Oh my
just
God.
cobalt.
Oh my god, an actual fucking element as opposed to made-up elements that don't exist, period.
Like I said, it's probably close to iron, but not actually iron. Whereas this is actually cobalt.
So if plant biomass wasn't extreme enough, we can also research the animal biomass power plant, where we literally just murder animals and we put them in a blender, and boom, energy.
I mean, if they're gonna come at us anyways, maybe we'll put them to use.
Shove them animals in.
Yes, all the same. What the fuck?
Okay, so we add the there, and we're going to add that. I am good with front-loading weapons. And then, of course, once we learn weapons technology, we have to actually build it in our inventory.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to exploit a planet if you're dead.
Carbonium storage is full. We should construct more storage buildings.
See, that's inefficient. Find a way to exploit a planet when we are dead.
Yep.
That's... Well, you set up enough automated stuff, it's pretty easy.
Yep.
You make it to the
Wind
planet
speed projection is returning back to statistically normal values. Wind turbines are back at nominal power levels.
We need to fix that. Build another moon.
Ashley, now that the base
We are
base
monuments to
setup is
bad
complete,
spending.
We should start working on our primary objective. Constructing an interplanetary rift station. It is going to take a long
Those
time.
aren't even
to build,
hostile.
So we should start working on it as soon
They were
as
thinking
possible.
about it.
That's true.
They were
It's a
running
massive
away.
building with multiple components and
Yes,
pipeline connections.
plan
for
their
plasma
attack.
fuel and
They
fuel.
were falling
It's
back
going
to
be the central
regroup.
structure
You
in
know
our
it.
base, with multiple support buildings. So we should plan a lot of free space around it. Let's start by placing the foundation.
Hey, last time I checked, aliens have not signed, or alien life forms have not signed up to the Geneva Convention, thus I don't have to worry about it.
Seems excessive.
I mean, they chew through walls, so that's more wall for them to have to chew through.
Yeah. It's time. Buys us more time to build more walls.
Yep.
Until we've walled in the entire planet. Make us
Yeah.
wonder what the point of the walls are.
I propose instead we build a giant board vanilla.
We're turning this entire planet into a giant board of an island.
Even a bigger board. An even bigger nail.
I mean, in a metaphorical sense, yes. Save progress. Okay, so here is our end game goal. This is the Rift Station. The Rift Station is what we're sent to this planet to build. And it is going to require a lot of
Construction the
industry.
Rift Station's foundation is in progress. Congratulations, Ashley. This milestone marks the beginning of the next chapter of our mission
So-
on this planet.
In
You
order to...
sometimes sound a bit like Colonel Nordstrom. Do you know that?
I received additional instructions on how to motivate you and keep your spirit high during this mission. They were indeed written by Colonel Nordstrom and revised by Admiral von Blofeld. Would you like me to read what I was instructed to tell you for this occasion?
Oh, please do, Mr. Riggs. This is exactly what I wanted to hear after traveling halfway through the galaxy.
Captain Novak, You were selected for the Rift Jump to Galatea 37 as an exceptional individual. You are amongst the elite of Earth's expeditionary forces. During your services with the Extraterrestrial Science Corps, you have time and again
Captain,
shown
insert
courage,
name here.
bravery, and an unflinching willingness to sacrifice yourself to complete your objectives. You are destined.
Okay, that's a nice speech. It sounds very uplifting. But they didn't read my bio very well.
What do you mean?
The sacrifice part.
Do you mean the Orion mission? You were working without me back then.
Yes, that and a few other things.
Do you want me
A
to
lot
read
quieter
further
back then.
motivational pieces?
That's enough of Colonel Nordstrom. Let's skip the military pathos and stick to your original programming. We've got a planet to explore.
Roger that, Ashley. I am archiving all of the motivational speeches. A new technology
I had to explore
has been
one
developed.
sword swipe at
New
a time.
blueprints are available for crafting.
All right. Now new blueprints are
A
available for crafting.
flamethrower.
Crafting completed.
I'll take care of all that tree stuff. Plant matter, who needs it? We've got fire.
There's not enough carbon dioxide in this atmosphere. Way too much oxygen. We need to reverse that equation.
This planet needs to be more lifelike. Let's also ruin its atmosphere.
It's so beautiful.
Ah, you know what makes the atmosphere so much better? Ash.
We'll make this atmosphere literally unbreathable. And thus
how we
deal with
win.
all of our and thus deal with all our animal problems.
These filthy aliens can't survive on this planet if nothing can survive on this planet.
Da-da-da, da-da-da.
The construction of the Rift Station Foundation has been completed. We need to construct all of the Rift Station components before we can start powering up the portal.
The Rift Station has three main components that require a lot of rare resources to be built. The fusion field accelerator requires enriched uranium. The hyperparticle condenser requires palladium. And the quantum gate stabilizer, which requires titanium. We haven't found any traces of these elements near our base.
These resources might not be present anywhere near our location. We should construct an orbital scanner to start scouting for interesting locations around the entire planet. It will allow us to establish precise coordinates for long-range rift jumps around the planet.
We don't have the
Also, by
required
enriched
schematics
uranium,
to
I'm
build
assuming
an
they mean
orbital
uranium, and
We
we're
have
going to
to
enrich
download
it.
the orbital
Correct.
scanning technology through the communications
Probably.
hub.
No, planet just has naturally occurring enriched uranium.
And natural growing alloy.
Okay.
That's pretty normal for plants, honestly.
Free up core.
The Earth is not particularly unique or special when it comes to the resources on the planet.
No.
This side of the base. Wow, let's go out and murder more aliens. I mean, secure this planet.
And one's the other.
Oh, look at that. That's some kind of
So
pod.
majestic. Quick, stick your face over it.
Pyronium storage is full. Build more storage facilities.
Now I know how this
Construct
ends.
more pylons.
Construct additional pylon.
Alright, so we're gonna drill into this pod thing. And the moment you drill into this pod thing, it will
Base
just
is under
spawn
attack.
a whole bunch of enemies that will just go straight for you.
Gravity mine.
Yes.
Naturally occurring gravity mine.
Yeah, that's what I expect to find in random alien pods. Gravity mine.
Warning! A large group of creatures is gathering near our base. Prepare for an incoming
They're
attack.
pissed off. You stole their gravity mines.
Yep.
Tired of you killing everyone. I don't know why.
Incoming attack coming from the northeast. So we need more defenses over here.
Hey, northeast.
Northwest.
Northwest.
You're fired, Ashley.
Okay, so one thing to note about the Rift Station, when it is fully operational, it is going to need 10,000 energy per second. It is also going to need either 100 water units a second or 50 supercoolant units per second, and 50 supercharged plasma per second. And we have to keep it running for X amount of time.
And I assume while it's running, everything on the planet decides that it wants to kill us.
Yeah, opening the Rift portal is a pretty big deal. That's your end game for the game, is literally opening the Rift portal. And at that point, the game's just going to throw everything it can at you. As the game
Arbitrarily
goes...
trying to open a rift portal pisses off everything on the planet. Constantly using short-range rifts, whatever.
Remember, the stuff can't attack us if it's all dead. Clearly, you need to wipe out all life on this planet.
Danger! An enemy swarm is
So things on fire slowly take damage over time, in case that needed to be said.
Pyronium storage is full. Build more storage facilities.
Stop telling me what to do, robot.
But you're not doing it.
You don't pay my sub.
There's no sub.
I wish I had a sub right
Because
now.
you're not paying it.
I could go for a foot long.
Oh my.
Also, these are little step stools that let us shoot over the walls.
That's what I figured they were.
Ah, you are the turret.
Yes.
Yarr.
Okay, we're good.
I can hear distant thunder. The wind is also picking up. A storm is coming.
The storm is coming.
Alright, weather.
Yes. Weather affects your solar and your...
Oh, that
The
makes
storm
sense.
is getting really intense.
What? Yeah. Your solar and your wind.
Yeah.
That's why you need to construct some good old fossil fuel.
Oh, we are. I mean, we're
Power.
using this carbonium power plant to power our base. back to exploring.
Carbonium storage is full. We should construct more storage buildings.
So one of the things you're always like on the lookout for is places to build secondary bases. Things like that.
Yeah.
And roundabouts like this are actually really good because they just have two very obvious choke points. And you can just cram the rest with power.
Thus, they're very cheap to defend comparatively.
Yeah, exactly. Also,
Research completed.
I need to add something to the list. Add the radar. Yeah, that just gives us more active map coverage. You can see we've got this passive fog of war thing going, so even though we've been to places, we don't really see
Beyond
anything.
where you built stuff, basically.
Yeah, beyond where you built stuff or where you physically are.
Yeah.
It was the wrong way.
Two doors. That will confuse them.
Calm down.
If the
The
aliens
storm
have a
is
path
over.
that would take them
We're
around,
crafting.
like a wall, will they take it, or will they still try and dig through a wall?
They will, for the most part, try and dig through a wall.
Okay.
There are...
There goes my lofty dreams of elaborate murder horror.
Someday. Someday.
Oh, where you build like one pissant wall, but another path that is technically open, but
like,
full
an
of
open
nothing but
path through it.
turrets.
It's like a winding tunnel full of turrets. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how you're supposed to do a tower defense game.
It's a bad angle. Looks like we're building a bunch of toilets.
We have power shortages. Connect more power plants.
Ironium storage is full. Build more storage facilities.
So what these, like, isolated bases turn out to be good for, if you're not using them to produce a resource, is actually good places to set up AI hubs. Because these AI hubs won't take power from our main base, since they're on their own independent circuit out here in the middle of, this box canyon, or this donut canyon.
Is there much of a reason, though, to have, like, an independent, or bases on independent... Well, yeah, I guess it takes a bit of effort to trace everything back to the main base.
Yes, because you didn't want to run that conveyor belt halfway across the world just because you want to get your iron back to main base. And then the aliens learned to fly. Entire base is defenseless.
If only we had thought to include a roof!
Actually, the aliens do, in fact, have some flying variants that exist, or aliens that can very easily get over walls.
Makes sense, actually. Yeah.
Right now, we have not pissed off
A
the
new
Horde so
technology has
much.
been developed. New blueprints are available for crafting.
We're only seeing, the little scaly dogs and the weird manticores.
The reason you build those 2 turrets with no power to...
Because I forgot to build power. I got excited about the new equipment.
Because he's testing to see if the aliens actually expect their power or not.
Crafting completed. Crafting completed.
Rocket launcher here. So like most weapons in this game, the rockets have a charge function. In this case, they will charge up to 5 rockets, and we'll just fire them all at once, rapid fire.
Nice.
Explosives can also break certain things that regular weapons can't.
Like charges?
Oh, that was ancillary. I'm talking more about, like, these kind of things right here. Well, not necessarily these things. Not like these rock formations. Just blow the tops off them.
Ah.
Basically, anything that you can break will have resources attached to it. And speaking of those advanced alien types, here's some more. These are like some kind of grenadiers.
I see. This is actually an advanced civilization whose technology is purely biological.
Makes much sense as anything.
Back to their spawning field, everything we've been killing are babies.
Oh, hi, rock creature.
Oh, the rock creature, which we immediately attack, because why not?
It's made of minerals!
Delicious, delicious minerals.
So yeah, it is blast resistant.
Flamethrower on the other hand for the rock creature.
Everything burns.
Carbonium storage is full.
Like most
Build
things that
more
are fire
storage
resistant, it's resistant until it isn't, and then it really isn't.
The ruin remains that creature only giving carbonium pure max out on.
I happened to hit max carbonium at the moment I killed that thing, yes.
In the baddies.
Definitely.
As I said, if they just let me do Steam Workshop supports for this so I could replace the main character's picture with loot and plunder, there would be no ambiguousness about who the bad guy is.
Ironium storage is full. Build more storage facilities.
Let's see.
A new technology has been developed. New
let's
blueprints
fix
are
that power
available
issue.
for crafting.
What did I just research?
Research completed.
Grenades. There we go. Oh, we already got the scanner upgrade. So now we're actually getting into actually building stuff. First. We can equip up to 8 consumables down here. Consumables slowly replenish over time, just like ammo does, but they tend to consume slower. So we're actually going to make grenades our second one. Then our small mines. And yes, this gravity mine creates black holes.
You know, as you do.
We have two of them.
I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna say no. No, it doesn't.
We ripped one of those gravity mines out of the ruined remains of some sort of alien
Yes.
pod.
Yes, we did.
It makes a dark source of gravity that is by no means an actual black hole because that would probably destroy the planet.
No, I'm sure it's fine. I mean, it depends on the size of the black hole. Or specifically, it depends on the mass of the black hole. Like, if our sun was to turn into a black hole and it had the same mass that it currently has,
It's going to rain in a
the
month.
Earth would not have to worry about, falling into it for a long time.
No, the Earth wouldn't have to worry about it. On the other hand, if you made pretty much any type of black
It's
hole
raining.
matter
It will
on the
decrease
Earth,
the output from
it would
solar panels until
eventually
it stops.
destroy the planet.
No, like I said, it is entirely dependent on the mass of the black hole.
Well, it's more dependent on to some extent, it's more dependent on its distance to other matter as well.
Well, yes, but the gravitational pull in that regard is dependent on the actual mass of its object. If it doesn't have a particularly strong black hole, gravitational pull, it's not going to pull anything into it. At least based on our current understanding of how gravity works.
Research.
That is a tech tree.
That is a very comprehensive tech tree, yes.
Almost looks like a tech flowchart.
And this is just the stuff that we can see right now. We can't even see what we get out of researching the aliens.
Yeah, we have effectively 3 tabs of the stuff.
Yes.
Yep.
Let's actually go over the other side of our base here.
Do you have anything that increases? Oh no, that's right. It was the communication center are what allow you to increase the speed of.
Yeah. Right now we have a communication limit of 1,
Yeah.
so we can't build any more, but as we do research, we will earn the ability to build more of those centers at one time. Hot dog. Hot diggity dog. Ah, they scream. Forgot they screamed.
Most things scream when lit on fire.
I don't know, the plants seem to like it.
I wouldn't say if they like it as much as they just can't scream.
The rain is over.
Clearly now.
Now the trade-off for fire is you get less biomass from burn points.
Obviously. Get a good amount of carbon.
Okay, that actually depends.
That's
New
true.
buildings are available for construction. New blueprints are available for crafting.
As well, planet is heavily inspired by Earth life from the looks of it, with some alienish bend to make it look slightly like a different planet. It is entirely possible the life is based on a different element, not carbon.
Yep, that's
So that's clearly it's based on ironium, carbonium.
No, it's based on chlorine.
helium-based life forms.
Chlorine is technically possible, it's just that it makes kind of for an awful planet.
Ironium storage is full. Build more storage facilities.
Okay. Now we can put our animal biomass power plant to work. Now, whenever we kill animals,
Roughly how big do we think the black holes are in our gravity mines?
Not enough.
Let's
animal
just go with like
biomass.
baseball size.
from
we're
past.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
We're getting shit.
And actually, from past experience with the gravity mines, the black hole that it generates is about the size of Mr. Riggs here.
We're very dead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like for anything involving a black hole, we don't want to be able to see it.
Yeah, so what is the maximum scale of a black hole on a terrestrial
Colonial
body that
storage is
could
full.
not destroy the
We should
terrestrial
construct more
body?
storage buildings.
Like I said, it would not be visible to you.
Research completed.
I mean, it depends on how close it is. I mean, if we were going with
Well, actually, on the planet.
on the planet, so like a black hole that has half the mass of the moon, which would be about the size of a grain of sand.
Yeah.
Would basically have a huge temperature area around it and would eventually devour the Earth.
Yep.
A black hole with the mass of the Earth, which would be about the size of a ping pong ball, wouldn't radiate much energy, or radiate so little energy that would easily destroy the Earth. It might take some time to destroy it, but it would definitely do it. But we also see the effects long before then. A black hole with half the mass of the moon would exert 3 G's forces from about 300 kilometers. So it would roughly tear apart a Arizona-sized hole 300 kilometers deep, wherever it was.
Yep.
Not to mention all the radiation that would kill us being spewed out by it as well.
Good old-fashioned radiation.
Oh, hi, guys. Alright, animal biomass.
Now, like, super small black holes that would not have, like, a giant mass enough effect. So you could have, like, a black hole that has the mass of, say, 50 Empire State Buildings. You wouldn't even be able to see the damn thing to be so small. And would basically pass through the Earth, doing rough damage in the area it passes through. But besides the things that actually pass through, it doesn't really cause any noticeable damage.
So it would roughly make literally a microscopic hole straight through and just go away.
To the Earth, just keep going. still have relatively little friction even passing through the entire planet. The real danger effectively comes from, like, horizontal for the smaller ones, where they end up. Like, say, one that's a super tiny thing that we can't even see that just passes through the planet isn't going to do much damage besides the things that actively passes through. But if you had a black hole that had the mass of the moon, but 10 times closer than the moon orbiting Earth, it would have roughly 100 times the tidal effects of the moon causes.
Yep.
The ocean would basically rise and fall a couple hundred feet along with the orbit.
Thus, basically rendering coastal cities uninhabitable, or
And not to
any
mention
coast uninhabitable,
other earthquakes and weather changes, something like that would have.
and ridiculous wind. You know, it would be an underground civilization at that point.
Our roaming storage
Yeah.
is full.
It would pretty much still more than likely make Earth unlivable, but not just because of the tide itself, but also because of the, you know, geological effects caused by having that much mass near the planet.
Well, as I mentioned earlier, it also affects wind.
Yep.
Thus, it has that effect on tide. It also has that effect on wind, which means, yeah.
So even the underground civilization wouldn't do well because you'd also have like horrible earthquakes and everything else.
Yep.
So basically, small, very, very, very small black holes passing through the Earth. Nothing really bad besides their touch. Larger ones in like a relative orbit of the Earth, death. Now you could technically end up with like the thing they were worried about, like some people were worried about with the sun and all that kind of stuff, in which us ending up creating a like microscopic black hole that would basically then sink to the center of the planet and would effectively just eventually destroy the planet.
Actually grow in size or something.
It would effectively, you know, if it sunk to the middle of the planet and basically just kind of orbited around the center of the core, it would,
Carbonium storage is
basically
full.
either,
We should
if
construct
it's
more
small
storage
enough,
buildings.
it could die out, but there's more than likely to be enough mass for it to slowly gain in size. But the time it would take to actually like destroy the planet from inside would depend very much on how big
A new
the
technology
black hole
has been
itself is.
developed.
Orbital scanner uses advanced technology and requires additional resources in order to be
I didn't expect to learn
We
this
need to
much.
gather a large amount of
I don't know how I feel about
to
this.
construct this
Well,
building.
this is what the game gets for having black
My sensors are
hole
picking up
gravity
an
mines.
underground cobalt deposit nearby. I've marked its approximate location on your map. We should go there and search for it with the geoscanner.
It's the side effect of science fantasy that makes you wonder exactly how much bullshit it actually is in certain areas.
Yeah.
So we haven't really discovered or really talked about it since we've gotten it, but the geoscanner is a sort of like detector that you get for detecting underground deposits. Once you find the area the deposit is in,
Under our wall.
under our wall, most likely.
Under the wall.
Or on the other side of this wall.
Danger! A hostile swarm is moving in on our base. They are almost upon us.
There we go. And
Ah.
hey, another Ironium deposit. There's a wide variety of things you can find when you dig for resources. Oh, also, let's get a definitive answer on how big those things are, and...
How big our gravity mines are.
Yep.
And if they do refresh, might as well just drop a bunch of gravity.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or are they limited you when they like run out?
No, these do refresh. These have a... I'd have to find the actual stat for it, but... Yep, there you go.
Oh god!
Well,
I did specifically say... So much animal biomass.
Base is under attack.
I would say that's a successful test of our planet killer black hole.
Ironium storage is full. Build more storage facilities. A new technology has been developed. New blueprints are
Power
available
Fist.
for
The
crafting.
Power Fist. There are a bunch of different melee weapons in the game, each with their own like positives and negatives. I tend to swap between certain ones as necessary, because some are better for certain things than others. The
Crafting
Power Fist
completed.
is really good at just beating one single animal to death. Man, I really
Sounds
am
good
a
when
bad
you're-
guy.
see, it sounds like it's
So
really
is it-
good against armored stuff.
Not only is it good against
I get-
armored stuff, but you also gain hit points back on hit. It's one of the few things that gives you regen.
Why? How?
Draining its
Why
life
are we
force.
questioning this? Like, let's be honest. Why are we questioning this?
Techno vampires?
Gifts from
Techno
space.
vampires, yes.
Oh, that one went really far.
Oh yeah,
Don't know.
way over there. And it's off the map.
No, that's around the area where it dropped.
Oh, okay.
The mini map that we have down there doesn't show the entire map. It shows a very large swath of the area we're in, but it doesn't show the entire map. While we're here. Oh, right. Radar's still in the process of being built. One thing that the Power Fist is not good for, deforestation.
It was flamethrower for.
Yeah, but you get less biomass from it. All the flamethrower does is burn the plants. You still have to break them after they're burnt.
Carbonium storage is full. Build more storage facility. It looks like some of these creatures' attacks are originating from a common point near our
Oh, right.
base.
That was the actual reason I went down there.
Interesting. We should go and investigate that area.
Down here, specifically so that I can put a rift gate here. So we need cobalt, but we have not found any cobalt mines. So we have to go to the place that in
The big mark on the map that tells
Yep,
you where
the big
to
marker on the map tells you where to go to search for cobalt. We're going on an adventure.
Could be anywhere.
Give me 1 second here, real quick.
do do do.
Pause screen.
I'll be right back. I just gotta take care of something real quick.
Yep.
How you give us tempting options.
Resume. Low ad.
You watch your mouth.
In menu. That's
How
Avenue.
we can quick save, then load game, and then quick save, and then load game.
Oh yeah, we're trying to reset our RNG.
Because someone somehow obsessively mapped out the RNG for a game like this. Which, considering it probably uses something inherent in Windows in order to do the RNG, is unlikely.
Apologies about that wait.
Yep.
Alright. Also, in answer to random numbers, a lot of games will actually use the Windows system clock as part of an algorithm. And then just use the time value of the seed.
So, very technically, by rigging the time, you could,
Provided you know the calculations.
yeah.
A new technology has been developed. New buildings are available for construction.
But, yeah, that would also mean that would be unique to each game, so the calculation would be ridiculously specific.
Also, we have a new enemy. He's invisible.
You also seem to be taking a lot of damage.
I was taking a lot of damage.
Heal by punching. Heal by punching.
Oh, it's Mudman. Doesn't see him very well because it's dark, but that was a Mudman. They live in the mud. They hate you.
Ah. Continuing the hate-hate relationship you have with everything that lives on this planet.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh. And there's a snake woman.
Exact. Crystals that glow in the dark are probably inherently a very useful power source that we'll completely ignore because it's just here for atmosphere.
Ironium storage is full. Build more storage facilities. Warning, a new group of hostile creatures is coming from a nearby nest.
Okay, so that warning was a little bit different. That warning is specifically warning us that there's a attack coming from a nearby nest. So until we go over there and deal with the nest, it will continually send small to medium-sized
Base
attacks
is under
at us.
attack.
So a nice feature that this game has is we work back and take care of the threat. And do our base maintenance, repair stuff. Now, we can actually warp back to the last place we used the warp.
Ah,
Nice.
So we don't have to,
retrace our progress and start over again.
Exactly. So if, like, an attack comes and you're like, man, I'm almost to my objective, but I need to go back and defend my base, then you can just pop right
Carbonium
back.
storage is full. Build more
Geothermal
storage
vent.
facilities.
Yep. Later on, we'll have the option to build geothermal power.
Hooray for Scrolls of Town Portal.
Yeah, effectively. It's like Diablo with base building.
Like Diablo, but not made by terrible people. That's the important.
It depends which one you're talking about. As the jury is still kind of out when it comes to earlier Blizzard, but yeah,
Whoa.
Oh no, no, it's not.
Ashley,
A large amount of
once you
people from
have
earlier
access to
Blizzard were
using a
specifically,
geostat, you can use it to search for hidden resource deposits.
specifically
Geothermal
from the
vents,
time of
or any other
Diablo and
underground
Diablo.
anomalies.
It looks like it's going to be very useful. We could at least scan the area around our base with it. Who knows what's hiding under our feet?
It is also capable of finding hidden underground alien life forms.
Then we should
Also,
definitely
hooray,
check
invisible.
this out.
Underground alien life forms.
This rain is harmless to our base, but it decreases solar panel efficiency until it stops. We
Alright,
now
you know what you
have
need to
enough
do.
cobalt to construct the
Kill the
orbital
rain.
scanner.
Clouds? They blow up
Also,
the cloud-
be
the
mindful
clouds?
of this building's energy consumption. We should probably build some additional power plants and improve
Oh, there's
our
a rock
energy
monster here this whole
storage
time.
capacity before connecting it
Ah,
to the
yeah.
power grid.
So was.
Thanks for the cobalt. The 10 cobalt.
Warning.
Probably set up
Hostile
some sort of
creatures are
football
coming
base.
from a nearby nest. You should go there and clear it out.
Let's build the orbital scanner.
Orbital scanner construction is in progress. But before
Now
we
we can
start
scan the
jumping off
orbit.
to different parts of the planet,
Yes.
we should build the necessary local research facilities. The communications hub can only help us with downloading already developed technologies back from Earth. Still, one of the main reasons why we came here is to conduct research and to learn about the environment that we encounter here.
We can research new
destroy it.
technologies based on samples of alien life forms or any new substances that we encounter if we construct the Alien Research Laboratory building. The Alien Research Laboratory is a complex research completed.
Just call it a laboratory.
Laboratory.
What?
Yeah, so in order to do the alien laboratory, we need to research headquarters level 3, which we have in the research queue already. We need to research liquid resources handling, which allows us to pump waters and other liquids. And then we need to research the actual alien lab itself, which needs water to function.
Structure and requires multiple schematics in order to be built.
In the meantime,
Download the necessary technology.
let's go take care of
using
that,
the communications hub.
Alien hive. Hi guys.
The rain is over.
Alright, here's the alien hive.
This looks like a nest of some sort. We should clear it out and reduce the strength of hostile attacks.
There is a lot of them inside. This might be difficult.
Oops. What I meant to do. Oh well.
Just mining the whole place.
Yep.
This should stop them from gathering in this area and improve our chances of survival.
Every bit helps.
Okay. For some reason, that didn't trigger an attack. Oh well.
It would have, but you'd already killed everything that would have attacked. That's my tip.
That's true efficiency.
Stuff can't attack you if it's already dead. Unless it's undead, in which case, you got problems. Like liches.
What about the fun
Or
dead?
necromancer. We don't talk about them.
What about the fun yet?
Also don't talk about them.
I see you, you cloaking bastards. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
See the
Yep.
cloaking bastard. But can you see why kids love the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Taste you cannot see.
Base. Minute and 22 on it. See some guys in the corner over here.
They were doing nothing to anyone but hay.
Hey.
Now they're biomass.
Ironium storage is
They're gathering for an attack.
more storage facilities.
A new
Take that,
technology
grass.
has been developed. New
They don't
buildings
do it.
are available for construction.
They've unlocked repair towers, which is a very useful ability.
There are towers that repair.
Yes.
Rather large radius, actually.
Yep.
Pretty useful.
We're going to go around and we're going to build a few repair towers down the place.
Orbital scanner construction finished. Planetary geomapping procedure in progress. Searching for traces of uranium, palladium, and titanium. This process may take some time.
Alright, I will be back. I've come to the realization that I've not eaten anything since lunch.
Oh, that's not good. Eating is important.
He was overrated.
Okay. So, this orbital scanner, what this lets us do,
Research
is,
completed.
if we go over here to our orbital scanner section, is this allows us to go to different areas.
Different regions, effectively.
Yeah. Each region is its own separate map, and each region is active at the same time. So the other regions don't pause when you're on a different map.
Basically, things can like attack your bases in other regions, and you know, basically be there to protect them.
Yeah. Now, right now we can't travel anywhere else because we're still in kind of a semi-tutorial mode. They want us to get to the alien research and do the alien research, and then they'll give us the option to go to other places.
Warning! Hostile creatures are closing in on our base. Prepare for an attack.
Some gravity mines. Some regular mines.
Carbonium storage is full. We should construct more storage.
No, that's a
buildings.
mine.
Yep. Launchable mine.
Yep.
A new technology has been developed. New buildings are available for construction.
Okay, and that thing we just downloaded is an upgrade to our tower system. The start of the system for us to expand both our towers and our own capabilities. These are ammo storage, which increases the maximum ammo that we can carry at one time.
Danger! A hostile swarm is moving in on our base. They are almost upon us.
Well, that would mean like 40 seconds or so.
I mean, they're almost upon us, which means, eventually.
Yeah. I'll wait until we're done with this assault to continue.
Storage is full. Build more storage facilities.
We'll deal with another black hole! Ha 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 ha!
It'd be funny if the black hole mine's effect was to actually just crash the entire game. It goes off, the entire thing just quits to death off.
Alright. Oh, once you're
You get back in, it's deleted your save.
Was about to say.
Black hole mine goes off, sucks you into the black hole.
We have not yet found a way to make you immune from black holes. We're looking into it. Anyway, so the other thing that we unlocked with the ammo storage is tower ammo factories. Our basic towers do not need ammo. These ones that we've been building the whole time. Starting from the next type of tower we unlock, and every subsequent type after that, they'll require a steady stream of ammo in order to operate.
Doesn't fire magic. Got it.
Yes, these are laser towers. They just need power to fire. But starting
Research
with
completed.
everything in the third level here. So, for example, like this flamer tower that we can unlock, this artillery tower that we can unlock, they require ammunition to be built. The ammo factories take up one each of carbonium and ironium per second in order to run.
How much ammo they produce, though?
The wind is picking up speed. Loose objects are starting to fly.
It produces 10 low caliber ammo per second, 5 high caliber ammo per second, 0.3 explosive per second,
The wind is much
12
stronger than
liquid per
usual.
second, and general defense tower ammo 1 per second.
So a fairly decent ratio.
We got 52 seconds on our next headquarters upgrade. Let's go out and kill some robots. Oh, look at all that blood.
Carbonium storage is full. Build more storage facilities.
Riggs is very demanding.
Oh, another one of these.
Yep, stick your face in it. Who knows what you'll find?
Let's go ahead and lay down some protective stuff real quick.
New technology has been developed. The wind is calming down.
For construction, new blueprints are available for crafting.
Alright. Let's crack this thing open.
He said these awful black hole mines don't,
Destroy the
suck in all
materials?
these resources.
Yeah.
No, they only go after aliens.
Yeah, we taught the black holes not to eat the things that we want.
Like weapons in most video games, it has friend and foe recognition. This technology has been around since the 50s.
Yep.
Alright. Carbonium.
Ironium storage is full. Build more storage facilities.
Yeah, I know our storage is full. So we can build another communication hub.
Wi-Fi.
And we can also make the locals angry again.
Yeah. Wait.
We can upgrade headquarters.
Headquarters upgrade in progress.
Oh yeah,
This
upgrading
will
your
attract
headquarters,
a lot of
for
attention.
some reason pisses off
We
the
have some time before the attack.
aliens.
Let's strengthen our defenses.
As I recall, the explanation we get slightly later in the game is that the aliens have some kind of communication system with each other that relies on, like, high-frequency psychic transmission, and our technology operates on just the right wavelength to, like, be excruciatingly painful to them. And or just poke the parts of their brain that turn them into a complete frenzy. Okay. Place some mines. Actually, this is a good time to break out another of the toys that we didn't build yet.
Hooray, toys.
Loading
Crafting
mines.
completed.
Bird flies into mine.
Oh!
Chain reaction.
My sensors are picking up multiple groups of hostile creatures approaching our base.
Okay, we're ready for them.
You were just sleeping there and then woke up. Now you're attacking.
And now he's dead.
Ah, the forever sleep.
Teach him to be made of rocks.
Also, replace the blaster with the shotgun.
Base is under attack.
You know, I am going to be honest with you right now. I did not know the rock creatures could actually be the assault troopers.
Ah.
Threat neutralized.
This will buy us some time until the next attack. Let's check what's new after the HQ upgrade.
The improved headquarters building can support more communication hubs. If we want to download new technologies
Oh, that was
faster,
downright
then
puny.
we should construct as many of them as possible.
Okay. Now,
Research completed.
so your maximum research level is tied to certain milestones as far as your headquarters level. And as far as these, like, main milestones here. So, like, we can't research any more, you know, weapons technology down the chain here until we get to headquarters level 4.
So there are gates in order to keep you from,
Yeah. In order to keep you from just slamming down the tech tree.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Slide out the text for the stuff you probably can't build yet because you don't actually have the materials for it, but nonetheless. Stop you from wasting time on stuff you can't do anything with.
And also, True Final Boss, I'm not entirely sure. I have not beaten this game yet, because this game gets fairly complex and fairly deep and fairly difficult as you go into it. But you might not be wrong in that the aliens are in fact sentient and sapient.
Oh, I've no doubt. I mean, we've been, quote, joking about being the baddies. We're 100% bad.
No, we're 100% the baddies. We've been sent here to exploit the environment because we destroy the Earth. And the only person who seems to care about the alien creatures here is Ashley.
Does she, though? Because she's still the one doing all of this.
Yep.
Say, she gives a lot of lip service to not wanting to destroy all the era ecosystem and alien life. But then you are the one burning down forests with the flamethrower and
Yeah, we really shouldn't do this.
killing
Slice,
every
slice,
indigenous
slice,
life you see.
gross.
Well, on the scale she's doing it, it's nothing.
I mean, there's an implication that literally we're, getting ready to colonize this planet so that the same thing that happened to Earth will happen here.
Has been developed. New buildings are
turn
available
into a
for
colony
construction.
/factory planet.
Yeah.
We're just the vanguard.
Yep.
The technology queue is idle. Select new technologies for development.
Research completed.
Learn how to water.
Yes.
Also, one of her earlier excuses doesn't really hold water.
Mm.
That if we don't do it, someone else will. That's fine. You still don't have to be the one doing it.
Yeah, but if we don't destroy this planet, they'll just send someone else to destroy this planet. So we might as well destroy this planet. I mean, it's gonna happen anyways. Why can't we be the ones to have fun?
Yeah.
A hammer.
Yes, a hammer.
So you're saying soon it'll be hammer time.
It will in fact be hammer time. Here. Okay. So now we have learned how to build level 2 towers. So, level 2 towers take more power per shot, in addition to the regular -4 per second energy upkeep. That being said, they have a faster rate of fire and do
I'm tracking a meteor
30 more
shower on a
damage.
collision course with us.
remember when I said that the sky is just about to turn angry?
Yeah.
Evasive maneuvers, Mr. Riggs.
Oh god! Oh god, the sky is angry. The sky is angry as we are transgressed.
This is a great plan to settle on.
We have befouled Eden. This is our punishment.
You know what? I think the life of this planet is doomed about us.
Yeah, no, so with the rate that meteors seem to come, we're really just speeding things up, but even then, not on a grand scale. Like, we're speeding it up by hours at best.
We're speeding it up by maybe
One
a
of our
second.
buildings has been destroyed. An energy connector has been destroyed.
Shit.
Really, an energy
The
connector,
rock
you
rain is
say?
over. That was intense.
Okay. When did it be destroyed? So that
That thing's no longer connected to the grid.
is one of 2 global events that can happen, at least on this biome, that can just start massively damaging all of your structures at once.
What's the other one, an earthquake?
Nope, hail.
Yeah, fair enough.
Hail that is big enough to dent the robot.
Like, people may not think that hail's that dangerous, but that's a lot of kinetic energy of that thing falling. Big, solid chunk of ice.
Ironium storage is full.
Yeah.
Build more storage facilities.
Also, in general, just dealing with a power shortage.
But yeah, it sounds like some of the generators got hit and some of the connecting.
Carbonium
Yeah.
storage is full. Build more storage facilities.
Okay.
Like, I'm not sure making more batteries is the best thing right now
New
because...
technology
These aren't
has
batteries.
been
You're not-
developed.
These are solar
Well,
panels.
batteries-
Buildings are available for construction.
Oh, okay, I thought you were building more batteries.
Nope, more solar panels.
Yeah, no, that would work.
You can see up here in the top right corner, you can see our positive, negative swing on.
Yes. That was why I was saying making more batteries isn't going to work, because you were still draining more power than you were creating.
Yeah. Repair all this.
Might be quicker just to put an auto repair thing down.
That is true. I should have an auto repair thing out here anyway. You guys okay? Yeah, the meteor shower was localized over to the other base.
And there's auto repairs on like both sides of this, so
Yeah.
it probably has some overlap.
Yeah, but what happens if the auto repairs are broken?
Why do you build two that overlap each other?
Aha. Create a wall of auto repair.
Redundancy.
Department of Redundancy Department?
Okay. It's very important.
Yes. I'm glad that was done.
Look, I built a monument to you creatures. So I can show you how often I've murdered you.
Run, run!
These guys have been hanging around for a while. I'm gonna take care of that. Oh, another big stack of carbonium.
A new technology has been developed.
New buildings are available for construction.
New blueprints are available for crafting.
Like, I understand the answer is be telling the player, but it's weird having her say stuff like that, because who is she telling in universe? She's telling the robot, which understands all of
Wind
this
is
stuff
picking up
instantly.
speed. Loose objects are starting to fly.
She's selling the suit.
Yes, tell Mr. Riggs.
Yep.
Like, I'm willing to bet she's reading this information about, hey, this stuff's available on Mr. Riggs' like screen.
Well, also,
Really no.
keep in mind, she is isolated on an alien planet, and the only company she has is Mr. Riggs. She's probably just doing that to, like, talk to someone, because there's literally no one else on these planets she can talk to. Might just be a psychological thing. Or she could just be the kind of person who thinks out loud. Kind of like a, new technologies are available.
Research completed.
Alright, so artillery towers. So now, yeah, so this is one of the buildings that's necessary for the Rift Station. The Rift Magnetic Stabilizer. It uses nuclear anti-gravity, which are science words that we've put together.
Not wrong.
Spout gibberish.
Yep.
Classic science.
So this is the
Slam sciencey words together, make a thing.
So this is the gas power plant and associated buildings. We can use these to convert sludge into flammable gas. We can also convert plant biomass and water into flammable gas. And then have gas power plants, which give us a huge amount of energy. One gas power plant gives you 500 energy. I think the next thing we're going to add to the research is the alien research, and we're going to upload that. And that last thing also unlocks rocket and artillery towers for us. So, we're going to go ahead. Oops. Artillery tower over here.
Carbonium storage is full. We should construct more storage buildings.
These towers cannot shoot without ammunition. Build a tower ammo factory to start producing ammunition.
We can also expand our ammunition reserves for both your guns and the towers by building ammunition storages.
Wind speed is returning back to typical values. Wind turbine efficiency returning to normal.
So pretty much any weapon that you can get for your robot, you can get as a tower
version.
Granted, the one on Mr. Riggs is always going to be more powerful, because later on you get access to like modifiers and like enhancements and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But
So, I assume you mean ranged weapons, and we can't actually make a power fist tower.
No, sadly, no power fist towers.
Ah. It's unfortunate.
A new technology has been developed.
New buildings are available for construction.
New blueprints are available for crafting.
That's a lot of you. So this, by the way, is sludge. It hurts you to walk in. It's one of the liquids that can spawn mudmen.
sludge.
Terrible moment. But we can pump the sludge. That's one of the ways that we can do the biomass power plants. Or the gas power plants, I should say. Also, before I forget to do
Research completed.
this.
Crafting completed.
There's a movement skill with Fire Dash. Now, we leave a trail of fire behind us.
Seems like a terrible idea.
I'm invisible now.
Usually they're invisible when they're on fire.
Let's see. The crystal people.
Carbonium deposit depleted.
Ammonium deposit has been depleted. Oh, none of these.
A pod.
Warning! A large group of creatures is gathering near our base. Prepare for an
We
incoming
got 2
attack.
minutes for that.
Yeah. And it's going to be a lot more terrifying to roll than the small enemies that die instantaneously.
And Swarm 2. No.
No, it doesn't spawn a second swarm.
Okay, just. Okay. It just spawns literally that one.
Ooh, more cobalt.
Yep.
Oh, hey, it's one of you guys.
Yeah, they're using the ultimate technique of hiding off the edge of the map.
Well, technically that's where one of the attacks is coming from. So what we're doing here is we're taking care of a problem before it manifests.
Taking care of the problem.
Flavor tower there. Before I forget. Loading mines.
Danger! Enemy creatures are closing in. Get ready to fight.
Oh, yep, they're actually going to be being serious this time.
Base is under attack.
Alright, this cleanup work, you guys got it. Oh god. Oh god, we're getting bombarded.
Carbonium storage is full. We should construct more storage buildings.
Okay.
Just a couple sections of the wall missing.
Yep.
Might want to look into building like an artillery turret to deal with those longer range enemies.
Yes.
Yeah. And rebuild the completely destroyed wall sections.
Actually, no wall sections got destroyed.
A new
Oh, that one.
technology has
Okay,
been
we've
That
got
one
all the
single one.
necessary technologies downloaded. This building requires a supply of clean water to operate. It would be best to place it close to a pool of mud or sludge that we can filter.
That is why we built this base a little big down here. So we can get the aforementioned mud and or sludge. This will be a sludge base. Well, that takes 250 power. Probably won't be actually. Alright, with that, though, it is 11:51, and it is about time for us to call it for the stream tonight. This has been the Riftbreaker. This is a really fun game, in my opinion. Unfortunate implications of the story aside.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it. I really enjoy the resource management, the constant
cloudy.
need to expand.
It looks like it's
and
going to
build it-
rain.
Build out.
research completed.
And in general, I just think this is a really fun game. It's I want to say it's $24.99 right now. It might be $29.99. I know it's not full price.
On Steam Christmas sale.
$23.99.
$23.99. There you go. So
It does also have a demo.
it does also have a demo if you'd like to play it. The demo is a standalone part of the story that details the final training that Ashley went through before the main story starts here. And is also just a nice little introduction. Play it for yourself, see if you like it. If you do, give it a try. And as always, thank you for joining us on our Sound Goblin streams. Join us tomorrow for Tales of Berseria. Join us possibly Monday for some Monday Night Smite. with myself and Shiv. Join us on Tuesday for, God willing, the continuation of our battle against the Crab Menace in Phoenix Point. Assuming something doesn't again happen to my internet.
Those damn dirty crabs.
And join us on Saturday next week for what will be the last of our one and done sessions before we begin our Sound Goblin Storytime Saturdays again. Until then, I've been your host, the Krampus.
Shiv.
I've been Hunter Green.
And I'm Vincent.
All right. Have a good one, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Happy New Year.
Protect the environment.